I also want to check out Rav's video. His new video is called I Am Addicted. Check it out, shall we?
Attention gamers. I've read the comments and I know there's been questions. Where have I been? They haven't seen a video of mine pop up in ages. Did I fall back into the addiction of League? Did the YouTube algorithm blacklist me? Or did I just fall off? And I'm here to put an end to the guessing and say the answer is, I got addicted to World of Warcraft.
I'm surprised he's playing a lot of WoW still. Was that Sod?
So yes, it all goes back to me being the two-time, not to be confused with the two-time pal whose fanboys are even up to no good but rather two.
Dude, I love this picture.
Good but rather 2 times through this world in hardcore WoW to the point where I never really got to play the game without having to pucker my anus at all times. At this point Blizzard was announcing SOD, or what WoW players have called a classic plus failure, but I'm not gonna lie, I loved it.
I loved it too. I didn't like the MC phase. There's a big lore and reason behind it, but when I came back, super good.
As a League player I learned a bunch of ways to ruin the gaming experience for other players. Then as a League player I found all the unethical ways to exploit the game for my own benefit. It was popular at the time to talk about how dead the game was and how much of a failure it turned out to be, all while I was that one guy who was unbooning full world buffs and popping consumes in battlegrounds.
Oh my god.
But as time went on, the place that was once so lively, full of people, and happiness, was completely empty, kind of like the chat on Ms. Kiff's Twitch stream. But I found where they all went, a place where the world felt alive again. On Nightslayer. I wanted to play a warlock, but as you may remember my answer to Soda's first quiz.
What are dots damage for patient people? So stupid.
I
But
miss
I'm not a patient
OnlyFans.
person, so I spec straight fire, built all fire damage, and became the guy that Zarya's girl tells him not to worry about.
Hey guys, are you here? And today,
What are these?
No one was safe for me being an open world dickhead to everyone I passed, and let's just say Aang was real quiet when he saw this iteration of the Fire Nation.
It's actually so fun to play
I
off
continued
stream and
establishing my
PvP.
dominance all the way to the highest level, where I would turn sweaty horde gamers into Undercity's own SEAL Team 6. Winning every dick measuring contest there was to win, but I avoided raiding because from what I saw I didn't think I would enjoy it.
Whoa, what is
Can you
this?
just promise me in the future you're gonna press your fucking Sunder key and not be a stupid dent head? I'm gonna ash my cigarette in your fucking deep ass dent
The fuck is this?
and just press Sunder next time.
This is
And
Doctor
instead I chose
Disrespect
to
number
earn my
3?
gear the way that real men do, by putting everything on the line in the intense, brutal Valley of Alterac.
Yeah, there was only 3.
So I thawed some clams out and dropped them in.
Bro, Rav's one of these bitches at AFK all the time. Oh my. He's watching lobster feeding videos. Oh my god, I've actually seen that video, I think.
Bruh.
Report Rav. That's me.
Bruh.
I used to do that all the time. When I was a non-streamer, any AFK, I would
reached the
report
highest rank
them.
I could, but any further would require me to be an absent father in a time when my daughter would need a dad to teach her important things.
That's cute.
This was when the Burning Crusade was announced, new content and a new race to join the ranks of some of the scariest, most badass members of the Horde, as I could
Holy.
only imagine just how terrifying this new addition would be.
Motherfucker slick, but he got caught slipping. How you say you G when you speaking on my
Anyways, I learned that the Burning Crusade is not kind to poor people, as the transportation options offered to the bottom tax bracket were about as fast as a paraplegic slug, which meant at this point I would have one focus.
Oh my god, I forgot how slow this was.
Gold. Something I was all too familiar with. And while League of Legends is the only game I've seen people actively try to lose to
Rav's
punish
funny,
their
man.
teammates, Classic WoW is the only game I've seen people pay to not play the game, as the only thing you see in chat channels are advertisements for boosting services, to the point where this is the average
Jeez.
skill level of players who don't even know how to play the game.
Dude, Rav is totally addicted to WoW.
So my first thought was to make a mage get my pirates.
That was another dad gamer like you, Rav. You gotta be nice, man. He was probably like taking care of his daughter or something.
So my first thought was to make a mage get my pirate software on, blame others for my own misplays until.
Yes, it's true. It's dead. There are 300 posts exactly like yours with the exact same info.
With boost taken out of the game, this means people will have to find other ways to level, which means you should probably invest in a leveling guide to save you countless hours of time. Rested XP is the industry leader and what I've been using throughout my addiction, as the makers of it have min-maxed every little thing about leveling. For example, it even tells you where and when to die to save valuable time, where the
Hashtag
players
ad.
without the guide would have had
It's
to walk
actually
the
a
long
good
way,
guide.
which according to me
I got it
was-
for free, so I use it. But if you want something similar, there's a add-on called Guideline. It's kind of scuffed, but it works. And there's a lot of written guides out there that's free, guys. But if you want to use it, I love Rested XP too. A little bit pricey, so I'm just saying. There's free ones, it's your choice.
Wasting a ton of time to test would result in losing over 4 minutes of their life, and the guide is full of these small route optimizations. It's been my trusty companion, helping me succeed where other certain streamers fail, like in taking care of Kaya. So if you use my link below, you'll get the largest discount you can get anywhere
There's
on
a
the web, and it supports me making these videos
Kaya
that take
in
entirely
WoW?
too much work to edit, so please check out their guides today. But
True,
without
these are a lot of edits, so if you guys want to use Ravs.
boosts, it also meant I'd need to find a different way to make gold, but then I had an idea.
Work.
And people warned me about the risks of buying gold.
People warned me and it's him. Dude, I gotta say something about Soda. I love him, right? He's a cool guy, cool character. He always talks about we need to get rid of these bots and blah, 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 but he's the one that always buys gold. He's one of the problems. The bots exist because of the gold buyers. You know what I mean, guys? I
But
think
it-
too many people do that. They're like, oh, get rid of these bots. And the back of their closet, they're swiping and buying gold. It's like, you guys are the problem. These gold sellers exist because of you guys.
Turns out the worst thing that can happen is you pay some Iranian dude who calls you bro 110 fucking bucks, and he scams
I got you, bro. When am I going to get the gold I pay for? It's been weeks. I can only give it to you if you buy 4,000 more. No, dude, you aren't understanding. I paid you 110. Refund money. I can't, bro. Is this real or scripted?
you. To which he still had the audacity to wish me a Merry Christmas.
There's
And my
no way
dumbass
this
said
is
it back.
real.
That taught me my lesson, and I figured I would just have to work a real job, be a labor slave to the system. I found secret tech for a profitable business where I would purchase raw materials on the market, talk to the natives in the town and negotiate extra supplies. Use my skills to craft products with these materials and then disenchant them into reagents that I would then take and sell on the same
Smart.
auction house market, which was time consuming, but it would yield me a profit of -8 silver?
You fucking idiot. This doesn't
Then I
work.
stumbled across a 4-year-old video from someone who my first impression would be I'd trust this guy to watch my kids, who showed a rogue stealth farm technique that is the sole reason why I'm using my RXP guide for the 50th time to level this bald orc, and after unironically spending a bunch of gold to twink out the character whose sole purpose was to make me gold, I had this weapons and was ready for the true rogue experience.
Why is he doing no damn at all? He's getting
But I
wrecked.
soon learned that hit chance would be the least of my worries in this zone.
Oh, he didn't level his weapon. I see. Yeah, I saw like right there.
But I soon learned that hit chance would
Sword
be the
skill
least of my
115.
worries in this zone. Within minutes of reaching what I would come to call the foothills of fucking loser alliance, I learned that this is where max level kids who have nothing better to do with their time camp level 20 horde who are just trying to destroy the agricultural industry by genociding the farmers, but these alliance just have to make everything political these days, I guess, and let me tell you, the walk back is brutal.
Political. As a YouTube creator back in 5 years ago, I bet it's a little bit nicer because you could generate AI music to sound similar to the ones you want to put in. Because, dude, music copyright shit is so annoying as a YouTube creator. You might just watch the videos, but YouTubers really try their best to
I
fit the
became
best
increasingly
music
frustrated and wasn't going to stand for this bullying.
with the right scene.
But I couldn't leave until a rare-ass mob showed up, and after the 10th time being killed by a gnome pussy at the worst time. Something dark on the other side of the world was awakened. With each time one of these no good Virgin 60s would come in and piss me off. the
That's
force would grow stronger
crazy.
and closer. While I was defenseless, begging for my life, it was approaching. While someone who is so involuntarily celibate that they have a taunting macro for bullying low levels while killing them, this was what completed the summoning.
Thank God I'm not a Night Slayer.
So yeah, where I've been is in Azeroth, addicted to this game, waiting for this portal to open, and willing to shout out anyone who mails gold to Ravlock on Night Slayer because God knows I've tried every other way.
That's a good way to make money. I'll link you guys the video. That was a funny video, man.